Welcome back, everyone. This is Zade, and we, if you look at the very top left corner there, are in the 1.13 pre-release. That's right. We're making progress. We're getting places. On the last episode, we went out and we got some wood. We got the spruce wood. We got the. Let me jump around the corner here. Oh. Somebody cut down the dark oak, so didn't reply to maybe. Anyway, we got dark oak wood, and I'll have to put some more down for people. And acacia, love the acacia, yippee. And since then, Master Swirl on the server also ran off to the jungle that was very, very far away. So we have the jungle wood now. We have all the woods. Yay for the woods. We have random like kelp and stuff too. I don't know if much else is going on. Yeah, I forget exactly how spawn looked the last time we saw it, but I don't think these roads were here. Randomobsessor's been building some roads. The roads aren't so bad. I don't mind the roads, but I'm not so sure about the purple. Anyway, to each their own. It's cool. We have made some progress last time. I mentioned 2 videos ago that we were gonna work with villagers. Not yet. Soon. I was about to do it myself, but Ramuku finally got on and actually has started making preparations to hook up his villagers, which right in here, I don't think I've shown it on camera myself, right in here, he's got that house you saw in the background is where the actual breeding cell is inside, and then they breed down into here. You can see it's even starting to lag, there's so many. And then he's got it set up. They come in here. I think he was going to expand this a little bit. Our idea is that he's going to bring him into here, and we'll kind of go through and check out what villagers are, maybe unlock them up here, and then once these are all crappy librarians, by the way. One of the snapshots broke every single existing book into protection books, so I think most of the villagers in here right now for librarians are broken, but whatever. But the idea is to bring them in here, kind of unlock them, and then when we have a villager that we actually want to keep with, that's really loud in there, that's why I walked out, we're gonna send them underground into the trading hall we built a couple episodes ago, and that'll kind of be their permanent home, and we'll trade with them from there, and this will kind of be the temporary thing. If he doesn't get it hooked up soon, I'll talk to him a little bit more and I'll hook it up myself. But I think he's planning on working that pretty soon. He was streaming a little bit of it the other day. What else has happened over here? There's some builds over there that are kind of not ready to be shown on camera, I believe. And somebody was building a tower off this direction. I don't know who. I do not know who. Just view it from a distance. A lot of them are streamers right over there. I don't know who's doing that. Yeah. But, yeah, there has not been a ton of progress. I know it's been a little while. There's been a lack of progress on the server the last couple weeks because the snapshots were causing us some grief. We're trying to play in the snapshots. Last episode I was in the snapshot. The snapshot we were in... That's awkward. I have dirt on me. I might have to play with the dirt right there later. I don't like it. The last episode we were in a snapshot and it was laggy. It was just randomly laggy, like nonsensical lag. And then from there, we tried to upgrade to the next snapshots that came out, and they had some memory leak issues, and we had a place in our ocean that away. It was actually, so in the last episode we went to my hut and we kind of went off to the savannah to get the acacia wood. If you went that way but slightly to the right towards where there's a swamp over there we were all trying to get to, something was messed up, and as soon as you got to a certain area the game would just stop responding completely. You'd just be sitting there, nothing would be happening. You'd try to type in chat, nothing would happen. Try to eat food, nothing would happen. And then a moment later the game would just kick everybody off and say timed out. You'd have to reboot the server, but if you logged back in to that same spot, it would crash the server again. So you're having issues. I mean, just to get the game to work again, we had to have the people who were broken had to log in, and then before their world loaded in, somebody had to teleport them to spawn to get them out of those chunks. And yeah, it was just it was kind of a disaster, and so most of us just, we weren't able to play a whole lot. I did, however, myself hang out around spawn, and I was able to get some tower work done. That's what we're going to look at today, and hopefully be working with villagers very, very soon. But yeah, so let's get into this tower progress. In the last episode, it would have ended right there, right above the leaves, which I had to redo, by the way. So one of the snapshots, the last snapshot I believe it was, before the pre-release, it might have been the last 2 or 3, before the pre-release, broke a lot of the leaves that were manually placed to just randomly decay, and there's actually some damage from that in some of the trees. You can see even just around here. I'm going to cut a lot of these down and replant them. You can see a lot of these trees look really funky, like they're missing stuff. It just randomly decayed, and a lot of, probably a good half of the leaves I had on my power all decayed. But in the pre-release it's fixed, so I went through and I fixed it again, so that's all good. And then I started taking advantage of the new woods we have. This is mostly, it's dark oak logs and spruce stairs with acacia logs for highlights on the side. I may add a little bit more detail. I was debating about sticking iron bars up here, but I don't want it to be too much, so I don't know. This is the area that is going to partially be, we'll take a look at it in a second. We're going to stick a storage room in there, and we're also going to, the other side is just sort of a decorated staircase up to the next layer. But let's go inside and take a look. Now this version 1.13 also changed something else, and that is pistons and the light that shines through them. So you can see up here in the wall, I currently have them as cobble walls instead of pistons. I don't really like it, per se. I might switch to black glass. I'm still debating what decorative block I want. There are some lamps that might look good. We don't have access to everything yet, so we'll see. Might go farm some glowstone and get some redstone lamps. Might be cool up there. I'm not 100% sure. But in the snapshot, they changed it so that pistons only allow light to still go through them if they are extended. Before, the idea is that when they were extended, they are not a full block. As you can see, the rest of the block there, it leaves that gap. So it just always let light through even when they were closed. But now, if a piston is closed, it does not let light through. So all my lamps are fine. Oh, I still need to fix these leaves. These all decayed. I forgot about that. I'll have to grab some. But yeah, so these are all fine. But all the ones in the floor broke, and all the ones in the wall broke. And up here, there's just not enough room behind there to power the piston to open outwards so that it looked like it did before. So I've got to come up with a different style of lighting up there. But what I've done down here, and it reduces the amount of light you can allow to pass through by 1 for the upside down pistons like this. These are still fine. All I did, well, okay, no, that's not true. So these are the same amount of light. The rest of these, if I break into the ground here, so what I had to do is lower the piston 1 block and then extend it so the light used to be right there, now it's 1 farther away. So any of the ones in the ground now have 1 less light. So I had to move these pistons over 1 to get the lighting. I redid the stairs slightly right here, so there's just 1 platform instead of 2 because it didn't blend in with the birch. But yeah, all of these, they're extended. It doesn't look like it, but like this one's extended downwards. And so I still got those. And it's the same thing with all the, I can't remember what my stairs looked like in the last episode. I will not lie to you. But I think I changed them. So these are probably different than you remember. But I changed them to the cobble, and these are all extended pistons. We'll come look in our temporary storage room. This is where I've just had everything stashed for a while. You can see they're all extended. They've just got the jack-o'-lantern sitting next to them. That allows them to still shine the light through. This is the storage room. It is not in a great spot. I'll probably leave this for random redstone contraptions or various mini farms like this cocoa bean thing here. Maybe some melons, whatever. I might even put pumpkins over here at some point. I don't know. But we're going to move the storage up there. So let's go look up there. I've also decided in the meantime, while we're mentioning it, Let's sleep the night away. I don't know how many nights. Well, no, let's not. Let's not. I was gonna say let's watch out for phantoms. No, I wouldn't care if a phantom attacked me while I'm on video. But I slept recently, so I don't know. I don't know. But I don't like the sheep and the cows down here. I think I'm gonna change it. Right now, the sheep is kind of serving as the sheep farm for spawn. There's not any other sheep in the local area, so we'll move them somewhere. Cows, there's a cow farm over there. I don't need them. But yeah, I'm going to come up with some other kind of decoration to go right here. I'm just not digging the farm style. So if you have any ideas, hit me up in the comments below. Tell me what would be a great decoration right here. I'm always fond of things that abuse villagers. And let's take a look up above. Actually, I did not have a ceiling on here last time. So I think last time, I can't remember if I had the stairs started right here. That was it. So what I did, this floor above us is completely slabbed. That's why it looks lit up. The entire floor is slabs except for the very outer edge is a staircase, gives it that little bit of a lip. And then what I did is I used the glitch that allows light to appear to go through a half slab if it's placed on the top half of a block still exists, has forever. So all that I've done, if you notice, this floor is a lot thicker than it needs to be. And if we just kind of bust in here, you should probably, not there. I broke it. There we go. I'll fix that. You can see it's just an empty gap with random lights. And I use jack-o'-lanterns because we don't want torch particles and stuff flying up through the floor anywhere. Let's fix this staircase. Can I? Ooh, skill? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, and so that just, it's not actually putting light through, but it gives the appearance of light. So when you look up from below, it's actually glowing instead of just darkness. And you can actually see the ceiling that way. Gives you can see the little bit of the texture and stuff. And this is just kind of acting as the entryway. I don't think I've changed anything down below, but I've got this staircase, and you can see kind of how it is pretty dark through here. But this is all lit up in a way, other than I think this platform right here and these little ledges of the stairs. So far, everything is lit up in a way that it doesn't need to actually be lit. Like these stairs, there's no spawn spaces. This whole floor, there are no spawn spaces. But I was feeling a little crazy. I'm going to admit right now, okay? I was feeling a little crazy, as I do from time to time. If you followed my channel for a long time or you've looked back, there used to be a series on my channel called the Ugly Block Challenge. I haven't done it for a long time. Maybe I should bring back, I don't know. But one of the last blocks that I did was when all these newer stone blocks came out. This is one of the ones I did. And I dig it. I dig the orange. I've built stuff out of the orange acacia wood before. And it's really hard to do in a way that doesn't look crappy. But I'm always up to the challenge. And I maybe got a little carried away. But let me know what you guys think. I built this room. And originally it was the whole room was just one. I was going to do something else with it. And then I changed my mind. It wasn't going to work in the location anyway because it involves doors and the iron golem farm is too close. So that was out. So what I did instead is so this is like just the hallway and the entrance up to the next levels of our tower. And then I just kind of did these walls. Originally I was going to hide lighting in the wall, but I decided that the exposed side of a pumpkin actually looks kind of cool in it because we've got like the kind of light orangish red shades going throughout pumpkins. I'm totally blanking which block is which. This is diorite, right? Granite. Of course I know it's granite. It's late at night. It's 2 a.m. Okay, forgive me. So pumpkins, we've got the granite, we've got the stripped acacia logs, the stripped logs that were added in 1.13. If you do not know how those work, you simply, I don't use those anywhere. I don't use anything anywhere. Who cares? You put a log down and you right click on it, and now it is a stripped log. And if you mine it, it stays that way. So now I have the stripped spruce log. It functions the same way. You can put it sideways, whatever. It just has a different texture than the original log. Pretty cool stuff. The bottom is basically the same, just with a border, no border, which is also cool because you can make patterns in the floor or whatever. It's got a lot of really cool uses. I've used it in a few spots. So this is the stripped acacia wood, and then jungle stairs, and I just kind of put it all together, and I kind of dig it. It was a little bit of greenery in it. It spruces it right up. Actually, it birches it right up if you want to get technical. But yeah, and then I did the ceiling. I wanted a little bit of glow in the ceiling again, but this time I wanted some solid blocks. I put in some magma blocks, because why not? Right? Why not? They've got orangish reds going on. If we're going to make a crazy orangish red room, then I feel like you got to go balls to the wall. So magma blocks in the ceiling, 'cause why not? And then it just needed the smidge of color to make it look nice. So a little birch in the corners. And then these, I actually just grew 2 birch trees. I got super lucky that they were the same size. And I just had to move a couple of leaf blocks. So these are mirrored from each other. And then I just chopped all but the top block. It's a 4 tall trunk. I chopped 3 out, and then I stripped the whole thing and put it back, so it actually blends in. We got a little bit of oak floor, and then we got the spruce path. The spruce path comes up. It goes either way. It doesn't matter which way you go. And then you come up. The staircase looks the same. Got some little beams in here. I kind of dig those. Come up. It's gonna come up to here, and then this looks crappy right now, because this is gonna be hidden. This is where the remainder of our tower starts. And what I'm gonna do from this point up is make some condos, and I'm just gonna stack a bunch of them on top of each other over and over and over until I decide that the tower is tall enough. And then I think the only other room I'm gonna put, at least on the top part of the tower, is at the very, very top. I'll probably make some kind of rooftop garden like you would see in some of the really big city skyscrapers. Sometimes there's a little garden get-together area going on up there. And the way I'm going to do the condos, so I'm going to cover this, probably just cobblestone. The plan is to make it so there's crawl spaces in between, and that'll allow for like redstone for lighting or whatever. And so I'll cover it with like a layer of cobblestone, and then there'll be 2 blocks of air so that you can walk through there, and then the next block up will be the actual floor layer. And that layer, if somebody else wants to take one of the condos, they can come in, they can rip that floor layer out and replace it with whatever block or style they want. And then there'll be a little bit of an empty space to build, and it'll just be an empty interior, so we can turn whatever condos we want into whatever. We can let other people on the server claim a condo and build a little house for themselves, kind of a deal. And then they'll just be above them, then there'll be the ceiling layer, and then there'll be 2 more blocks of air, and then another layer of cobblestone. And so the condo will go from the cobblestone to the cobblestone. So that way you have 2 blocks under your floor and 2 blocks above your ceiling that you can put whatever redstone you want. You can crawl in there, add whatever kind of lighting or little things you want to do, and it won't interfere with the condo above or below you, because then on the next layer of cobblestone there'll be 2 empty spaces of air, and then their real floor, so they'll have a crawl space of their own. And I've just been working, I'm toying around right now with the idea of what I'm going to do for the siding of the tower, but what I'm thinking right now, let me run out. I'm also going to, starting from that layer, we're going to use the new water elevator options using soul sand and magma blocks. I've actually found a glitch that somebody posted. Hopefully it does not get fixed. It's pretty cool. You can actually put a magma block down and then put soul sand next to it and push the soul sand with a piston where the magma block was, and it will maintain the magma block function of pulling you down, but you won't take damage when you hit the ground because you'll land on the soul sand. So it's a little glitchy. If you like put water down on top of the soul sand, it'll reverse it and then you have to fix it. But yeah, so I'm going to do something. I may not use that glitch, but we're going to make water elevators so you can go to the different floors very rapidly. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to mimic this side here. You'll kind of be able to tell. If you look, there's like the piece that sticks out right here. There'll be that, and it'll go from like that staircase down to the same wooden staircase on the bottom. And then that will cover the crawl space areas where the redstone and stuff would be. And then the actual walls of the actual condo is going to be mostly I'm going to do just kind of pillars, a little bit of a spruce interior, and then these giant windows all the way around. So it's going to look, I think it's going to look pretty cool. There'll be views all the way around of spawn and the different stuff that pops up here. And we'll just make this tower as tall as we want, put a garden on top, and we will call it good. Going down, we've got the trading hall down there ready to go. Need to get the villagers in it. Then we'll start populating XadeMart with different things. And then I might use the space below it for an automatic carrot and potato farm, possibly. But it depends, because I know Ramuku wants to build those as well, so we might get together and build them somewhere else. I don't know. We'll see. I might save the extra space for a second layer of, well, look, it's Master Swirl himself, the jungle tree getter. He's from Australia. He should put out his first video on the server very, very soon. So keep an eye for that. I'm sure I will link it in a video when it comes out. But once we have whatever we're doing in the basement, I might even just leave it how it is and keep it for future villager trading expansion. So we might just do the condos, populate the villagers, and populate XadeMart and call the tower done. Honestly, I don't know. We'll see. And then we off to the island. We got to build a little harbor. And then after we get a harbor going on over there, then we have to find something in that general direction. Just finishing up recording. In that general direction, and then we'll find a place to settle down and get our base. I just typed finishing up recording. Well, I am now finished recording. Hi, YouTube, he says, in case you're not paying attention. I'm done. That's it. That's all I got. I'm done. I need new pants. My pants just broke. They're not, yeah, they're nothing. I was about to start recording, and I went to take my armor off, and I was like, I have no pants on. That's going to do it for today. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Leave me some love in the comment section below. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Whoa. Bye-bye.